we have to worry about the fact that the master latch is closing just as the slave latch is opening. And now we have sort of two things happening at once, and we have to make sure that that star signal, okay, doesn't change too quickly, because if it changed too quickly, it wouldn't meet the hold time of the slave latch. So we have to make sure that the contamination delay, how long this signal remains valid on the star, even though we're changing the G input. So we have to sort of make sure that we have a situation where this D signal meets the setup and hold times of the slave latch. And so as an engineer, if you ever have to design, you know, at the FET level, one of these registers, and I've had to do that, you have to spend a lot of time wondering if every possible power supply voltage and every possible operating temperature and at every possible, you know, outcome from the manufacturing line, you know, fast P's and slow N's and fast P's and fast and slow, and you know, all the different process corners and all the things that can happen, that your register will in fact work correctly. And I can remember a very unfortunate circumstance in my past where I was very clever in my design and it almost worked everywhere, but there was one instance that it didn't work. Some combination of a particular process corner of fast P's and slow N's and a high temperature and a low power supply voltage, and the register didn't work quite as well. And that leads to customers calling up going, you know, in this hot room, this guy is flaky. You know, your computer isn't computing anymore. It doesn't seem to remember anything quite reliably. So this little piece of engineering is actually tricky business and involves a lot of analog simulation to figure out whether things are working correctly. So in general, we buy this. So when you call up TSMC and say, hi, I want to build a device, they give you a bunch of logic cells that they've designed that they guarantee to work in all the right conditions. And you say, your answer should be, yes, I'll use those, thank you. Don't try to design your own from the FET level.